Howdy, folks. How's it going? I'm Marcicola. I'm the Oracola. And I'm coming to y'all live from Austin, Texas here on June 25th, 2025. And just wanted to be clear at the offset. This will be my last show for a little bit. Now, I don't know how long my hiatus is going to be, but I do plan to take at least a couple of weeks off, probably a little bit longer. We'll see. I just need a little time to recharge, and also, it's my birthday month coming up. So, like, I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to your birthday month and you get to be a certain age, sometimes you're like, I better like slow down and take some time for myself. Not that this is not time for myself, because obviously I do this for the attention, but I do also do it because y'all seem to like it, and also occasionally you might get some good info. I don't know. I feel like it's important to acknowledge that the mysterious is still possible, even on a show such as this. So, anyway, long story short, I'm going to be taking a little hiatus here in the middle of the summer of 2025. If you're watching this in the future, whatever, you're confused. Anyway, but I will be active on my social medias occasionally just to let y'all know any updates if anything happens. You can get me on Instagram and Twixer, aka X, uh, at at RC Oracola, I think. Yes. And then on Facebook, I'm just Arcicola, Arciiucola. And don't be fooled by all them people from the Philippines that's got the same name, because there's quite a few. I'm the white one. Okay. PNG, good to see you. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well this summer. Lovely to have you in the family chat. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking a little hiatus. I don't know. I might go to the art museum. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I don't have no like trip planned or nothing. Uh, but I will be trying to do some like local touristing on my days off from my physically punishing job. I think both of my knees are about to explode. I don't know what's happening, but getting older sucks. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. But in the meantime, I hope y'all have a wonderful holiday in the summer. If whatever you do, I don't know if you're like off or if you're just actually just living your life like me. But I hope during the 4th of July holiday and all of that stuff, Bastille Day, I don't know if there's any other holidays in July, but hope you have a good one and take some time to yourself. And I will be coming back to the show at some point in the future. I will let you know when. Follow me on social media. Link in the description. Ba, 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 ba. I need a shirt that says the link is in the description. Just because it's funny. Yeah, of course it's good to take a break. It's been a while. I think the last time I took an extended break, not just like a one-off 1 week, was last year in like May. So yeah, it's overdue. And not just because this has become a very intimate setting. No, I do believe there are people that will be watching this in the future who will have some kind of connection to what's going on. So I don't want to exclude them preemptive, like I know I don't want to preemptively exclude them and their experience. But yes. Anyway, hey Lava, good to see you. Lovely to see the family in the house. So, it is 9:04. I was on time tonight. I feel like I'm getting better at being on time. I think stopping to do my lashes was just way too much. And it wouldn't even work because I'm watery eyed half the time anyway. So, yeah. Anyway, y'all know how this works. This is the Oracola. Put a question in all caps in the chat, and then I will spin the Wheel of Fortunes. The dusty Wheel of Fortunes. Oh, so dusty. It's kind of embarrassing, but whatever. I will spin this wheel, and it will land upon an oracle. And then I will read that oracle, and then The universe will give its guidance through my whatever I say. This is how it works. I channel the universe and give you the message you need to hear. And it may not be the message you're seeking, it may not be even a message you understand, but it is what you need to hear according to the universe at this moment in time. Just get it out the way. If you're watching in the future, well, it's just for fun. But yeah, you might get some kind of guidance or symbol or something will speak to you. So don't write it off. Give it a minute. I do have, a lucky lotto ticket. I hope this one wins. This one's cool. I like the colors and the holographic. I mean, this one's so pretty, you almost don't want to scratch it off. Like, what do they put on there? I want that on all my stuff. This shiny thing. Whatever this shiny thing is, I want it. Anyway, I got me a lotto ticket, so we can go out with a bang, hopefully. $5,000. Yeah, let's manifest that shit. All right, so before we get started, we always got to do the ritual. That means we got to invite the universe to come to our space and commune with us. And the first thing I like to do is burn the sacred wood. Of course, if you have your own ritual, you can do your own thing. This is not meant to be a guide so much as an example. Okay. I'm going to burn that sacred wood, get that sweet smell and smoke circulating out into the space. And then we're going to ring the bell. Let the universe know we're here. Say, hey, universe, come sit with us for a minute. We got some questions. All right. And then we got, this is for safety. We got our pathogen wand. And this is the blue one. This is the one that we do for like getting rid of the bad juju and also the bad pathogens, which are apparently rampant all the time in all places. You will always die. And then we got our beauty wand. This is the red light that I never use, but I think it probably has some like medicinal purposes. Regardless, I feel like doing it once a week is just as good as doing it like every day in this context. So we shall see. And then, of course, we got our Prospera spray. This is to ensure prosperity. Make sure you always manifest the good prosperity and not the bad. And then we got our chakra anointment with the Florida water all the way down the chakras, even that root one. And then we are ready to do the show. Oh yeah, one more ritual that I have instituted as of late, which I used to do off camera, but now it's on camera. So I'm going to do a shot to a good show. Happy new moon. Cheers. Woo! Rough. It never gets easier. I mean, you can pretend, but it never gets easier. Ugh. Okay. So, y'all know what's up. Put them questions in the chat. I know there's a lot to talk about. I don't have no tea because there's tea just floating in the air. It's just a tea party all the time, 100% every day here on planet Earth. Especially if you are afflicted with devices that include social media like I am. And it tells you, blares in your face all the time, all the shit that you should be worried about, except what's right in front of your face. It's like trying to get you to go out there. And you should be right here. PNG, general reading for the week. Yes, indeed. Okay. Well, let's get out our Wheel of Fortunes. Oracola's choice. Well, let's do a tarot. Always good to get started off with the old traditional. When I did this show back on public access, I did not have all these other oracles. This was the only oracle I had, and it worked out just fine. I think adding these other ones is fun, but it's not necessary. Like when I go out in public to do this, like for fundraisers and stuff, I only take my tarot deck. I don't take nothing else. for mostly for simplicity, because it is complicated to bring all this shit. But sometimes people just want something that's more symbolic that they can hook into, and you can also do a lot more bullshitting around your answer. Okay, here we go. General reading for the week from PNG. Oh, the sun. This is good. Okay. So, yeah, the sun. Get out there and get in some sun, but also just think of the good shit in your life. There is going to be a huge, massive push in the media sphere and the social media sphere to get you to worry about things that are out of your control. I don't have no control over what happens over there. I don't. I don't have nothing to do with it, if we're going to be honest. Now, I might live somewhere that is on one side of this issue, but ultimately, I can't do shit about it. Therefore, why do I need to worry about it? Think about it like that. And no, it don't mean that you're out of touch. It just means that you're self-aware and you understand that expending your negative energy on this thing is probably not going to be good for you in the long term. And if you've lived as long as I have, and as long as I'm sure some of y'all have, or maybe not, who knows? I don't know how long you have been on this earth, but we all know it's bullshit. How many years have we gone through the same thing over and over? It's a cycle. It happens over and over and over and over and over and over again. And we just, we're the people on the bottom here. We ain't the ones making the decisions. Even though you think you've got a choice when you vote, more often than not, you don't. It's a false choice. Like it's bread and circuses. But yeah, look, it's okay to feel empathy. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be a little bit scared sometimes. But if you waste your life on it, it's going to just drag you down. So just vibrate higher, like I always say, and don't let the small stuff get to you. Focus on the sunshine. The sun is where your life comes from. The sun is your vitality. The sun makes everything grow. The sun gives you energy. Think about all the good things the sun does. Don't believe that bullshit that the man's always pushing about how the sun's going to give you cancer. That's just stupid. We evolved on this earth. Yeah. Just saying. Oh, when would the cycle end? Never. If you believe in the Gnostic thought and also some of the New Agey thought about how our souls get trapped into this earth and we keep living this thing because evil ones feed off of our negative energy. This is the story of the Loosh, the story of the Archons, the story of the insert whatever fringe theory you're into right now. But yeah, oh my God, my whole wall has been showing this whole time. I'm so embarrassed. Sorry. Yeah, just don't give in to it. This is the thing. I mean, is the terrible shit happening to you right now? Be honest. Is it? Is terrible shit happening to you right now? Are bombs coming in your walls? Is there no food to eat? Think about it. Do you have toilet paper or a bidet for your ass? If you got either of them things and they're functioning, probably are not as bad off as you think you is. But, everybody has their own experience, and I ain't here to judge yours. There's always the water hose. If you're lucky enough to have a hose privilege is a thing, y'all. I got a spigot outside my house I can't use because I ain't got no hose. Think about it. I could be watering my plants with a hose, but instead I have to use the watering can because I'm poor. And also, I don't want to fuck with no hose. They always get kinked up, and I don't like it. I feel like if my apartment complex wanted me to have a hose, they would provide it for me. Like they provide my refrigerator. and my dishwasher, which I never use, and my running water, all the things. Uh, all right. Well, we're going to be cruising along until the internet gods tell us we cannot, or 9 o'clock, whichever comes first. So if you got a question and you're lurking and you're a looky-loo, please put it in the chat. Remember, you got to log into the chat on the Google. Yes, the man has to know everything about you when you get on this show. This is the Faustian bargain. We do it for having it to be a free thing. I ain't got no ads on my shit. You can listen to it while you're trying to fall asleep if you love the melodious sound of my voice. And then otherwise, you can just accept that it is a small thing and you don't have to turn it off when that blaring ad for whatever hamburger Hop Dottie is doing comes on your fucking YouTube. Oh, you're welcome, PNG. Let the sun shine. And I can't sing the rest or I'll have to get a copyright strike. But y'all know the song. It's from Jesus Christ Superstar. I think. Is that right? I think so. I might be lying to y'all right now. You can always check me on your device. What? YouTube is sending ads for manscaping tools that got me all wrong. Here's the thing about it: predictive advertising, or I guess presumptive advertising. They're looking at what you're looking at. They're not looking at you in particular. This is how they get away with it legally, I think. It's because they're not actually tracking your actual preferences. They're just tracking what you look at and what you spend more time looking at and what websites you go to. And by that set of data, because it's all about data, they are creating a picture of who you might be as a person. Now, they don't always get it right, but they can get eerily close. It's creepy. And especially if you're working in a place that has its own Wi-Fi and you log on to that Wi-Fi, you're going to be getting all kind of crazy, interesting ads for things that have nothing to do with you personally, but everything to do with that business. Because you know what? They ain't refined it quite that much yet. Or maybe the people paying to get your data ain't paying the premium service. They're getting the mid-tier or the entry free one with restrictions. Yeah. Hey, Bubba. What are you doing, buddy? Apollo just suddenly woke up. He's like, wait, I thought we was napping because we was napping earlier. And then I got up to do the show. And he was still napping. And I wasn't going to disturb him because, let sleeping dogs lie is a saying for a reason. You don't want to wake this motherfucker up when he's in the mood to play or go outside or do anything that interferes with what you want to do, because he will not let up. He is relentless. He is dogged. Yeah, anyway, I didn't get to turn the camera, but he was here. He came and said hi. He didn't drink water, but he said hi. All right, well, it is 9:19 and there is no other question, so I'm going to start reading for the collective. Just do a little general readings for everybody. Let's go to the Oracola, because we always need a reading assignment. We always need a summer book to get through. And hopefully you can get through more than one book in a summer if you're dedicated to reading. I have not actually read a book. I'm embarrassed to say I don't know how long it's been, but I know it's been a real long time. And I'm embarrassed about it because I used to read all the time. And now I just don't have the actual space, because I hate reading by artificial light. I want to read by daylight. And I don't have a good window in my house. So yeah, it's fallen by the wayside. Apologies to the liturgical gods. But here is our reading assignment for this week. Coming up into July, Yeah, we're getting there. Okay. Oh, we got an interesting little split in the, what does this say? Lear. Oh, King Lear, really? Oh my goodness. So heavy Shakespearean tragedy is good to read right now because here's what you're not going to do. You're not going to let the actual things happening in the world that aren't actually affecting you bog you down. No, you're going to get bogged down by King Lear. You're going to read this play. You're going to watch this movie, watch this play at it. There's so many. Lear has been done to death, but you can find any number of ways to consume this content, and you can meditate on the sad themes that it brings to your attention. So yeah, this is what we all got to do. Instead of worrying about what's going on over there, worry about this imaginary kingdom and extrapolate what you will from the lessons in the words. And to be honest, this is like the universe giving us a little bit of a like ha ha, because they know most people do not have, first of all, they don't know nothing about Shakespeare. They couldn't even like understand a Shakespearean passage because they're illiterate by design. It ain't their fault. Don't blame them. But, the education system that the man has implemented in the public sphere has not been very good. And a lot of people are functionally illiterate, especially when it comes to things that are more than just basic text shit. And I ain't saying it's because of the teacher's fault. I'm just saying it's because of the man's plan. And there's been many people that's talked about this before. I've seen it with my own eyes. I just want to say, I've seen it with my own eyes. So, yeah, it's not to say that there aren't literary geniuses out there right now who are young, but most people would not understand King Lear if you, like, smack their face with the book and then they were like, why to get this bruise? You're like, King Lear. They wouldn't put two and two together. Uh, all right. Well, 922. We are still working on the grace of the internet gods. Remember, this year has been plagued with all kinds of internet problems. I don't know when this will cut out at all. So if you got a question, put it in the chat right now. Now is the time, because you don't know how much time you got with the Oracola. And remember, I'm going on a hiatus, summer hiatus, and I will be absent for a bit. So if you got a question, now's the time. Lava, good. What can we do to impress upon my kitten? He needs to use his litter box. Oh, that's weird. Most kitties get it right away. But maybe you got one of them cats with oppositional defiant disorder or whatever that thing is, where they're just like, I don't want to respect your authority. I'm my own authority. So we'll see. Oh, Oracola's choice. Well, well, what can we do? What can we do? What can we do? I'm going to do a witch oracle. There might be some wisdom in this witch that can help you persuade your young kitten that it needs to snap to it and do what cats do, which is shit in the box. If there's anything that cats can do way better than dogs, it's always shit in the box. They pretty much always shit in the box. Now, there's some outliers. I ain't going to lie. There's the vindictive ones that are proven in point. But most of the time, it's shitting in the box. And this is the blessing and curse of cats. And I'm wearing my cat earrings. I don't know if you can tell. Yeah, there they are. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Yeah, I used to have cats before I had a dog. And although I did not enjoy the litter box, I definitely understood that I could leave the house for 24 to 48 hours and just leave a bowl of food and water big enough for them and the box clean and it would be fine. I can't do that with a fucking dog. Part of the dog manual they don't emphasize when you go to the shelter. Not that I got my dog from the shelter. I got him the old fashioned way through a relative that had puppies born under its house. Okay. Oh, fuck you made it. Woo! Canadian party in the house. Get to see fuck you. Okay, so I'm just reading for the litter box question. Oh, Isis. Oh my goodness. We got an Egyptian goddess? Let's see what the legend of Isis says. There might be a way that you're not honoring Isis that's causing the cat to be upset because in Egypt they kind of worship cats. Despite having every reason to give in and grieve and low to grief and loneliness, Isis's persistence, focus, and strength kept the cosmos in balance. Okay, whatever. She's an ancient deity. Osiris is her brother. Yeah, they was all into like that relative sex there in Egypt. That's why they died out. You can't fuck your brother for a millennia and not have problems. Yeah, lots of murder. She got her own powers. Okay. Well, so she's basically very powerful. Here's what needs to happen. You need to acknowledge that this kitten needs some time and it needs some firm but gentle guidance from its own master, which is you. So I would read up on it, see what happens. Maybe there's the texture of the litter that's off-putting. Try different types of litter. And then also try different types of boxes. Sometimes it's the way the box looks. Some cats are autistic. Just think about it like that. And then try to get your special needs cat the litter box it needs to do its business. It's going to be a journey for you. But you know what? You chose this. Remember, you chose this. Archons feed on your negative, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Good luck. I hope it works out because nobody likes a cat shit surprise. Nobody. If the cat shit surprise especially happens in the middle of the night while you're going to the bathroom, nobody likes that. Anyway, good luck. I sincerely believe you will solve it. All right, we welcome fuck you to the chat, and we have about 32 more minutes left in the show. One of the last shows for a while because remember, like I said, I'm going on hiatus. I'm going on a summer break, at least a couple of weeks, maybe longer. We'll see. But I do need a break, and I'm going to take one during my birthday month, which is in July, which is coming up soon. So yeah, if this is your Oracola fix, remember I got so many shows from years past, literally at this point, years past, that you can watch. If you're just like jonesing for Oracola, you're like, oh my God, I need some Oracola. And think about it like this. It's kind of like a random number generator of episodes. There will be a time when you're like, man, I need some Oracola. And if you want to be really crazy, you can just be like loading it up and then just skip ahead to a point. Just like go to a point and then drop the needle and listen to what's happening. Guess what? It might actually pertain to your query. And this is how I think my show ripples out into the future. At least this is how I tell myself it's going to work. So yeah, even if in the future and you're jonesing for an Oracola and you ain't got no Oracola, find an Oracola episode, there's dozens and dozens. I don't even know how many are at this point. But there's lots of them on the youtube.com/channel this channel, which still don't got no ads. So take advantage, bitch. If you need some bedtime stories, I got tons. I got so many shows. Put it on autoplay. Woo! Okay. Yeah. So if nobody has a question, fuck you. I know you just joined. I don't know if you got your question in, but if you don't got no question, I'm gonna read for the collective again. So we got that one King Lear. What about a crystal? Perhaps a crystal that we can acquire or one that we can meditate on, because I don't actually expect you to go get these. If you don't got like a good white lady witch shop in your house, like in your like area, you ain't gonna get one. Here's a crystal for the collective for the summer. Summertime when the crystal is easy. Hopefully, black kyanite. Well, maybe not. This one might be hard to acquire, but it does kind of look like bud. Wink, wink. So maybe you can acquire some of that and pretend it's the same thing. Instead, just use it a different way. But yeah, it's all about setting boundaries. And yes, you should set boundaries around your goodwill and your energy, because the man is always trying to steal your energy. Remember, this is why we have constant wars and crazy shit. So yeah, set your boundaries. Be like, nope, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing this. If you got actual black kyanite, well, great. Do a little meditation on it. Maybe a new moon thing. I don't know. I don't know when you're watching this, but the answer is don't let the shit get to you. This is the theme of the show, y'all. Look, I feel like this is a good message to give out while I'm going to go on a hiatus, because I'm not going to be here for a couple weeks, maybe longer, to give y'all guidance. And I'm not saying that, like, my guidance is making your life better. I'm just saying that, like, I'm not going to be here. So you just interpret that how you will. Nobody has a question. Okay, well, I did the crystal. We don't have that many more oracles, y'all. If I keep reading for the collective, it's going to be a very short show, because I will end this bitch. I'm in vacation time. In my head, I'm on vacation time. I could wrap this up anytime. So, we got a question. See how that works? The shit has gotten to me. What now? Oh my goodness. Okay, girl or man or woman or being. I don't know what you identify as, but witch. Okay, so which oracle is in the house tonight? Look, I don't know why you let the things get to you, but maybe you're just like genuinely concerned. And I respect that. I do. But here's what I've learned about life. Here's a secret. Lean in, lean in. It don't matter if you're concerned. The shit's going to happen anyway. Okay, well, I just said it out loud. Hopefully in a whisper so the man's AI don't actually pick it up and make this show unavailable to watch in the future. But yeah, that's what's going on. So I'm going to read a witch for you. I hope that regardless of what witch you get, you will find some solace. Okay, here we go. What witch you gonna get for fuck you? Oh, Sarah Swati. I don't know that we've ever gotten this one. Let's check it out. Sarah Swati is a witch, and she don't sound like she's white. Okay, Sarah Swati. Sarah Swati. Yeah, I did it. I pronounced it right. Okay. Saraswati doesn't limit herself when it comes to inspiration and reminds us to embrace creativity, blah, 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 writing, singing, painting, whatever. Yeah, creative goddess. Um, Hindu goddess, creative, multi-talented, sing, dance, paint, whatever you want to do that's creative. Saraswati's got your back. Um, Let's see. So I would say this is just a very firm message to not get too involved in the political hoi polloi that is always scheming to steal your loosh. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go back to the beginning of the show. I talked about it then. But yeah, you need to actually get more involved with your creative shit. This is the thing. Whenever you're feeling like the world is crazy, dial into the creative, because the creativity that comes from this anxiety, this feeling of helplessness, this feeling of angst, or whatever it is, maybe happiness. I don't know. Maybe you're happy about what's going on. It ain't my business how you feel. But I would say get involved with your creativity and it will take your mind off the other shit, and then it'll be okay. There you go. There's the answer. There's the answer. Okay. Who else has a question? I know we have like 3 people, 2 people, 1 people watching this show. I love it. Yeah. Also with the hiatus, I hope that I will maybe do some thinking about how to shake it up a bit because it's gotten stale. I feel like we're losing viewers slowly. We used to have some people coming back a few times occasionally, but they've kind of dropped off. I don't know if it's because of my messaging or if it's just because, like, I just ain't being like recommended by YouTube enough. So there's time to consider those things while I'm off as well. Not that I'm super worried about it. I mean, honestly, if I'm here for the family, I'm here for y'all. And this is what I'm going to do when I come back, even if it's just y'all. I'm still going to be here. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what the hiatus shows me while I vibrate her during the hiatus. Oh, lava jeans. I'll miss y'all too. But you know what? Like I said, I got hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of shows. You can just go find a random one from the past. Just click on it. I bet it will be entertaining. And you'll probably get your own message again, which maybe will mean something to you. I mean, who knows? Try it out. Thank you. I think I deserve one too. Just especially because my day job is so tiring. Like, Lord, it's thing about getting older is not that you're getting older is such a bad thing, although there is some like physical breakdown shit you got to deal with, but it also means that you need more time to adjust. You are not as adaptable. Your gray matter is a little bit more set in its ways. And so it takes a lot more mental effort to dive into a different pool. And then once you're in that pool, you got to like stay up swimming. You got to be like, treading the water. It's tiring until you build up your muscles. So part of that is just me having a new job, but also I've been feeling the universe has been sending me signals about this show for months since the beginning of the year when we had sound issues, where I had to take a couple of episodes down because of the sound problems, and then also because of the internet breaking down, which has been a continual problem. right? And then also just weird things, little weird things coming up with the show. So I'm like, maybe the universe is giving me signals that I need to pay attention to. And also, you know what? As far as the world goes, same shit, different day. So y'all don't need my opinion about it in the current because I've already given my opinion about it 500,000 times in the past, which are all available on youtube.com/Oracola. Are you seriously? Okay. It is 9:40, y'all. We got 20 minutes. Universe willing. Oh, I gotta get my eye sopper because I'm finally getting the I'm trying to figure out which makeup makes me weep. This one has been good so far, but I feel like a lot of them, certain colors maybe, are a problem. This is another thing I can work on during my hiatus. A July reading, please. Okay, well, here we go. P&G. July reading. Oh my goodness, a pornicle. Well, of course, the pornicle would have to show its horny head anytime we're doing a serious show. And I feel like this is a serious show. All right, we're going to get to the random number generator. Find it. Random number generator. All right, so there are 755 pages in the portico. We're going to generate a random number. Page 138. This is for the collective, for July, for P&G, for whoever. What is it? 138? Okay. Almost there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Almost. All right. Okay. So 138 is, so look, here you go. Page 138. This is it. It says Polonius and at crisis. So look, you're just gonna have to let crisis fuck you because it's gonna come. It's gonna come whether you want it to or not. And you're just gonna have to lay back and try to enjoy it a little bit if you can. And if not, well, you just like grit your teeth, bear it, pack it away for your trauma. You know, we can talk to your therapist and all. But look, you're just going to have to accept what the man does to you because the man is going to do what the man's going to do. And you can at least be thankful and grateful that there's a fucking pillow under your ass. You know, the man sometimes will fuck you softly. It ain't always rough. So, yeah, there's your answer, P&G. Oh, my goodness. Just lay back and enjoy it. Just enjoy it. It's going to happen anyway. Just enjoy it. All right. 9:44, y'all. Who else got a question? Anybody? Anybody? If not, then I will read another for the collective. Woo! Yeah. Okay. Dr. Freud is calling me. We'll see if we can get him to show his answer. Usually he won't, but let's see. Dr. Freud, what about the next week? He says, what do you think? Of course, that little bitch is like weaseling out of it. Oh, actually showing you, what do you think? Yeah. What do you think about the next week? What do you think about the world? What do you think about what's happening? It's all very existential when you think about it. Have I seen the Bears this season? Of course. Yes. No, I have. I have been onto the bear cam, and Usually, I wait a little bit longer into the season to actually advertise it on my social media because I do understand that it takes a little bit of time for the bears to show up. But I'm always all about the bears in the summer. And by bears, I mean the Katmai National Park bears that you can find on explore.org and probably other pirate sites. But, I'll pimp the original. But yeah, it's bears at Katmai Fall. No, Brooks Falls in Katmai National Park in Alaska, which is like an island way, way, way fucking up there. And they got these giant bears, like grizzly brown bears. They're huge, huge fucking bears. And they all come to this one little part of this river. It's more like a stream, but it's like, this little spot that the salmon will have to jump over the falls, and the bears will just sit there and catch them. They'll be like, they'll catch them. And then sometimes they get into fights and there's like problems and like babies die and it's a whole thing. And I always recommend anytime you're feeling stressed about the world, hook into some kind of wildlife camp. It'll center you even if you ain't even like able to go outside and center yourself. Like if you live in a city and you see concrete and you don't see no parks and you don't even like get a chance to go to a park, watch a wildlife cam. It'll help center you back into the rhythm of nature. It's not perfect. It's a very poor substitute. It's like taking a cheap pack for your nicotine on the plane when you really want to smoke. One of them things. But yeah, just try to get into some nature. All right, 9:47. Anybody else have a question? Nobody? Nobody has a question? Okay, well, I think we should do a book of Revelation just for the collective. Just because, it's my last show for a bit. And why the fuck not? So there's 22 chapters in the book of Revelation of the King James Version of the Holy Bible. Oh, chapter 10. Chapter 10. Chapter 10. Oh no! I just spilled my drink all over myself. This is sad. But I will continue the show because I'm a professional. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's bad. It is like dripping down my legs. Okay. Book of Revelation, chapter 10. Oh, it's dripping in my slippers. Okay. All right. Hilarious. Okay. Chapter 10 has, wow. Okay. 11 verses. Oh my God. I don't even know if I want to like put that down there. Okay. 11 verses. Here we go. Generate. Oh, chapter 10, verse 5. All right. And the angel which I saw stand upon the sea and upon the earth lifted up his hand to heaven. Okay, well, you know what? Leave it to God. Leave it to God. Y'all, I literally just spilled my entire drink upon myself. It is very sad. But yeah, leave it to God. Just leave it to God. It's going to be okay. Y'all, it's going to be okay. All right. Well, with that note, I'm probably going to wrap it up a little bit early because I literally am sitting in a puddle and I need to address this pretty much right now. So, yeah, I'm so sorry. I cannot stay the full hour, but I do have a lotto ticket I want to scratch off. And I'm like laughing at myself. Okay, hilarious. Here we go. Hopefully, we'll win. I'm manifesting the best. All right, here we go. We got number 23, number 27, numbers 4, numbers 25, and numbers 2. All right, these are our numbers. Our winning number is 28. Bum, bum, bum. Wow. Didn't win. You know what? It's okay. This is an Oracola feature. We don't always win the lottery, but when we do, it's joyous occasion. Anyway, all right. Well, I have to go change clothes and mop up a mess. Um, I hope y'all have a wonderful July. And I will be communicating about my hiatus on the socials, but I'm going to be taking a little bit of a break. So please forgive me. I hope you have a wonderful July. I will be back. I promise y'all. And I hope y'all have a wonderful time while I'm gone. I'll see y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.